Hello everybody and welcome into Flying Cardinal Basketball here on UDTV. We're here at Upper Dublin High School for this non-league matchup between the Upper Dublin Flying Cardinals and the Upper Merion Vikings. It's my pleasure to be joined up here in the booth by Dom Perry. Dom, thank you for coming out tonight, Saturday night. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. Tonight's matchup is going to be a pretty good game. We know that the Upper Dublin boys basketball team has recovered after their rough season last year. And go to the pledge.
And we'll talk. I pledge allegiance. No, we're doing the national anthem. Come on now.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming. And the rockets red glare, the bombs were singing in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Beautifully done national anthem. We're just about set to get underway here from Upper Dublin High School. Now, Dom, you mentioned it was going to be a good matchup, and I might have a contention to that because this Upper Merion team, not only did they not look very good during warm-ups, but I heard, this is just a rumor, that they lost by 20 to Pottsville, who Upper Dublin defeated earlier on in the season. So, I don't know, maybe use some transitive property there, but it should get interesting, and there's no better way, nowhere I'd rather be this Saturday night than here at Upper Dublin High School watching some good varsity boys basketball.
Truly, Justice tip-off's about to start.
Just about set to get underway, and Drew Stover in the opening wins the tip, and now Corby Watkins controls it for Upper Dublin, the senior, one of two senior captains, along with Brian Clammer. And now dribble handoff over to Jason Williams, defended at the top of the key by number 2, Lucas Kim. It's Watkins standing at the Flying Cardinals. Good ball movement early here for Upper Dublin. Jason Williams looking inside to the cutting Watkins, dishes it off to Drew Stover, and just like that, Upper Dublin's on the board. Great court vision by Corby Watkins there.
And just great ball movement all around.
Upper Merion trying to come back quickly, and number 33, Chris Clark, draws a foul on Drew Stover. That's already his first, and with the big Drew Stover out there, it's important that he doesn't get into foul trouble this game, especially only 35 seconds into the first quarter. Upper Merion inbounding from under the basket, looking right back inside. One dribble, kicks it out, 3 ball on the way for Upper Merion, and down it goes for Lucas Kim.
Yeah, no, they just gave him too much space there, but you can only rebound from there.
Brian Clammer now bringing it up, the other of 2 senior captains on this team. Number 25, Clammer, swinging it around with Jason Williams looking inside. Drew Stover on the left block, backing down the defender. It's swatted. Drew Stover gets it and then tries to put it back up, but unable to connect, and it's Upper Merion ball. massive claps, and now it's Shepard backing down Basil Brady. Brady looked like he got a piece of the arm there. Whistles are silent, and Upper Dublin's taking it the other way.
Upper Dublin's been really moving the ball well, but I think there was just a little bit of a miscommunication there, and they can rebound.
5-2, Upper Merion out to the early lead with the layup and that three-point shot. Just about 2 minutes into the game. It's Chris Clark at the top, taking a screen, going inside left side. Kicks it out to Ty Jones, who looks inside, and he's going to be called for a travel. He tried his best to stay on balance, but just couldn't do it. Turns it over for the Vikings. Now it's Upper Dublin. It's Jason Williams now for Upper Dublin. Looking, dribble handoff to Corby Watkins. And now over to Brian Clammer. Watkins trying to do something for the offense, and now it's just Clammer and Watkins on the rubber band. Upper Dublin coming off a big win last night against Wissahickon. It was an electric crowd, probably the largest crowd they have had and will have all season long. It was a great atmosphere here at Upper Dublin. I had the pleasure to be in the student section last night, and it was quite an experience. Shot, 3-ball for Jason Williams, in and out, hit every part of the rim, and it's pulled down for Upper Merion, and they're running it in transition. Williams right back on defense, off the dribble, 7 steps later, and it's going the other way. Brian Clammer absorbs the contact, takes the charge, and it's Upper Dublin basketball. Dom, were you going to say something about last night?
Yeah, last night I think it was just a good performance all around, and having the girls' game and the boys' game all in one night, I think really just brought everybody to show up and show out.
I agree. 5-2, Drew Stover taking on the whole team now, and Brian Clammer getting a little sloppy, turns the ball over. It's Ty Jones running it for Upper Merion, and Jason Williams tried to climb the ladder and swat that one away. But it's going to be 2 shots at the line for Ty Jones, not to be confused with Tyus Jones, number 1 on Upper Merion. Another NBA player is Tyus. Actually, never mind. Jones at the line, 5-2, nearing the midway point in the first quarter. And he bricks the first. Brian Clammer coming out of the game for Mike Slifka. Oh. And he splits the pair from the line. 6-2, Upper Dublin trails by 4 now. Jason Williams picks up his dribble at the top on the right side. Upper Dublin really looking to get a good shot. They're taking their time, moving the ball really well. Yeah. Williams, deep 3 off the mark.
Yeah, really just looking for something on the inside there. Didn't see anything, so they thought, why not just shoot up a 3.
Deep outlet pass for Upper Merion. And they just reset. Step back 3 off the mark for Upper Merion. Rebound Mike Slifka. Slifka now in the corner to Corby Watkins, and Watkins doubled him initially. Now Drew Stover inside from the left block, up and in with the left hand. The big man has all 4 of Upper Dublin's 4 points as we officially reach the halfway point in the first quarter. Drew Stover earlier on in the season with a near record performance, 38 points, all on 2-point field goals. Just truly an outstanding stat line.
Yeah, that's just crazy to see 38 points in a high school basketball game. It's something almost unheard of.
3-ball on the way for Upper Merion's off the mark, and Corby Watkins trying to run it in transition, beat the team with speed, tries to wrap it around, and it stays with Upper Dublin. Corner three for Basil Brady off the mark, and Upper Merion's running it the other way. Bounce pass into the lane is Jones, no, and the second effort is good. It goes in for Chris Clark.
Yeah, Upper Dublin really needs to just tighten up their defense. They're playing a bit loose right now, and they just need to hold down Upper Merion at this point.
Basil Brady now, the junior. It's Jason Williams, screen from Watkins, and just trying to dribble away from the Upper Merion defender. Watkins driving baseline, and poked away, stays with Upper Dublin. No, that's the worst place you could sit. Looks like some confusion going on now. Slivka inbounding from under the basket. 2:50 left in the first quarter. Upper Dublin trails 4-8. It's Micah Bootman, the sophomore. To Williams, back to Bootman, out to Slivka. Thought about a three behind the back. And now Bootman in the triple threat. Inside, Mike Slivka, the defense was slacking, but they pick it off anyway. Upper Merion running in transition. Clark thought three, kicks it out. Hezzy. Upper Merion really getting their way with this ball movement early on. Upper Dublin just collapsing every time they think there's a shot, but they got to stay home.
In warm-ups, Upper Merion was kind of struggling on their three-pointer, so I think they're just really trying to push the ball in and try to get an easy layup.
Three ball, contested shot on the way for Upper Merion, doesn't fall. Watkins taking it the other way with some pace. Inside all the way to the cup, and he takes it. Great athleticism there by Corby Watkins. Upper Merion swinging it around. It's Jones in the corner. Inside, jelly layup, no good, and they call the foul against Corby Watkins. Oh, excuse me, they call it against Michael Slivka on the push in the back. Makes the first. Minute 36 left in the first quarter. Upper Dublin trails 6-9. And Jones misses the second one, nearly bounced off the rim and in. But Upper Dublin going in transition. Williams takes the three from the right wing. That's way short. Rebound, Micah Bootman's second effort. Couldn't get it into the basket, but he gets to the line to shoot two.
Yeah, that's great vision by Bootman just to see that it wasn't going to be enough to go in, so it's great vision all around.
Micah Bootman from the line. Knocks down the first. This Upper Dublin varsity team, or between JV and varsity, before football season ended, only had 11 players between the two squads. A few players coming up from the football team, Mike Slivka and Mike Bootman notably, and Mike Slivka there pulls out his football card, went for the interception, and comes up limping after that athletic play.
Yeah, number 11 from Upper Merion also seems to be limping a little bit. Yeah, no, he doesn't look too good.
Steal on the other end for Upper Dublin. Micah Bootman running it with some speed and tried to throw it ahead of Jason Williams, but it was just too far ahead of him. A wasted possession for Upper Dublin.
Yeah, in this first quarter, there's been a few messy passes, just miscommunications, and it's just their offense hasn't really got to start up yet. We're looking forward to see that in the second quarter.
We're under a minute to play here in the first. Upper Dublin still trailing. The margin is only 1. Jones now taking on Clamor. That's a walk. They call travel against number 11, Matt Choi, off the bench. Upper Dublin with the chance to take the lead here on this possession. It's Drew Stover now. Upper Dublin, great ball moving around the perimeter, and Coach Monahan very upset now. The play obviously fell apart. Now Upper Dublin's holding for one with 23 seconds left.
20 seconds left in the quarter. Upper Dublin just really trying to look for some way to push it inside.
Nine seconds. Watkins into the lane. Jumper is up and good, and only leaves Upper Merion with 3 seconds left. Clark takes it top of the key, pulls up from three, off the front of the rim, no good, and Upper Dublin ends the first quarter up by 1. 10-9 your score. We'll be back in a moment with the second quarter right after this.
Take film.
Find it? Are we good over there? And we're back for the second quarter. Flying Cardinal basketball here on UDTV. If you're just joining us, it's a very close battle. Defensive showdown, 10-9 after the first quarter. Brian Mermelstein, Dom Perry, Josh Asareff here at the Nest.
Yeah, the first quarter for Upper Dublin was a bit rough, but they did manage to end it with the lead as we get to see their offense going right now.
Clammer, beautiful move into the lane and up and in with the left hand. Brian Clammer putting on a fast break clinic there. Draws first blood in the second quarter, 12-9. Turnaround for Upper Merion, off the mark. Rebound is to Watkins, who's trying to run it in transition, but pulls it back out, slows it down just a little bit. Williams, hesitation into the lane, off the mark. Bootman, nobody there to box him out, and he couldn't get that one up and in. That was a gimme if I've ever seen one.
Yeah, just a failed opportunity by Micah Bootman. All he really had to do was just put that one up and in.
I know. Corey Ledove checking in now, the junior, in for Jason Williams. I know. Some of them. Three ball on the way. Chris Clark knocks it down from the top of the key. We're knotted up at 12. Ledove looking to get into the lane, kicks it out. Now it's Corby Watkins. Brian Clammer, older sister Alyssa, came through the girls program a few years ago, and his parents actually still come to a lot of the girls games, even when there are boys games sometimes, so they're still very engaged with the program. And he has a little sister, Colleen, who's also on JV as a freshman, and she is the next basketball prodigy in the Clammer family as Corey Ledove turns it over in the corner. Choi in transition, Euro step, up and in. That's on his huddle highlight reel.
Yeah, that was just a good move there.
Upper Dublin slowing it down, and 14-12 for Upper Merion. Micah Bootman trying to look inside, trying to get it to Drew Stover. Three ball on the way from the top for Corey Ledove, and down it goes for the junior guard. Corey Ledove, not a lot of time on varsity, but when he's getting it, he's trying to make it count. Great shot. Upper Dublin back up by a score of 15-14. We're on the seesaw here at Upper Dublin. Into the lane, off the mark, rebound shared between Watkins and Stover, but ultimately it'll be Watkins on the scorer's sheet. Oh, and Clammer just got blocked at the rim by Chris Clark, and they call a foul? No.
Don't know.
Well, Clammer had a nice spin move to evade the defender, but ultimately couldn't finish at the net. Chris Clark now. He's pretty much been all of Upper Merion's team today. Choi into the lane, off the glass, too hard, rebound, ripped down by Brian Clammer. He's running it the other way for Upper Dublin.
Since the beginning of this quarter, Upper Dublin, his defense has been able to shut down Upper Merion, and it's a good sign for the rest of the game.
Micah Bootman taking a seat now for Basil Brady, checking back in. And Brian Clammer now running it for Upper Dublin. We got an off-ball foul. It's going to be against Upper Merion. And that is Dom Barisi. Not to be confused with Dom Perry.
Where do you get the first lead? Is there first lead on there?
No. Oh, yeah, on here. Oh, just off the mark for whoever that was for Upper Dublin, and Upper Merion's taking it the other way. Clark off the dribble, penetrating, and no shot. They're going to call a foul on the floor, but Chris Clark is really doing everything in his power to shred through this Upper Dublin defense. Mike Slifka checking back in for Drew Stover. Slifka's all right after that collision earlier. I mean, he plays football. He takes some hard hits, so I wasn't too concerned, but always, always that little moment of fear something bad happens. Still 15-14 Upper Dublin. Following that, the last made basket was the Ledove 3. Clark looking inside. Watkins playing great post defense. And they call a hold away from the ball against Corby Watkins.
Yeah, Upper Dublin really just fouling early in this game.
Oh wow, they're already in the bonus.
Yeah, it's not a good sign, because you don't want your main players fouling out, because you will lose point production.
He misses it, and Basil Brady certainly woke up there, gets the rebound, and goes the other way for Upper Dublin. Watkins now in the corner, faking right, driving baseline, trying to get up, and they call a travel against Corby Watkins. Too many unforced errors for Upper Dublin early on.
Yeah, I feel like if they clean up their act, they'd be dominating this game, but those silly little mistakes have really made this game even.
I tend to agree. This game is closer than it should be. Choi driving in, inside, turnaround, up and in with one hand. That's Nick Shepard. Now it's Corey Ledove just taking it quickly. Clammer thinking about a very deep three, but pulls it back out for Upper Dublin as we're past the midway point in the second quarter. 16-15, Upper Merion in the lead.
Upper Dublin on offense, I think, is just trying to catch Upper Merion off guard with those quick, fast breaks, but they really haven't had much point production from that.
Very low scoring affair tonight. This play broke apart real quickly. Now it's Clammer at the top.
Upper Dublin just trying to find a break in the defense, but Upper Merion playing good defense all around.
Inside look to Slifka, couldn't get it to him, and Brian Clammer saves it nearly out of bounds. Tried to throw it off an Upper Merion defender, but the defender got out of the way. But Upper Dublin able to retain possession. This has been a minute offensive possession. They got to convert. Brady, forced shot, up and in. Defender all over him, but gets it up with the left hand. 17-16 Upper Dublin. Really, really good way to finish off that long possession for Upper Dublin with a score.
May have taken a minute, but at least they got some points from it.
And Shepard having his way with Corby Watkins in the paint. LeDove tried to get it to Watkins, who couldn't handle the pass. Choi the other way for Upper Merion. Circus shot doesn't fall, and LeDove has it for Upper Dublin.
Yeah, he was looking for something up ahead, but nobody was really down the floor at that point. So he just had to slow it up and set up a play.
Under 2 minutes in the second. Upper Dublin trails by 1 now, 18-17. LeDove looking inside to Basil Brady, puts it back on the floor and pulls it out. LeDove for 3 from the corner, and just off the mark, Brady fighting for the rebound, and possession is Upper Merion as Choi checks out of the game for number 13, Colin Bowman. It's Lucas Kim running the point for Upper Merion.
And Brian, as number 11 was coming off the floor there, he seemed to be holding his hip. We really do hope that there's nothing serious there. We'll get back to you with any
Definitely
information.
something to keep an eye on, though.
Yeah.
A very odd. Oh my goodness, what is happening right now? Clark from the corner for 3. That's way off. You gotta hit something if you're gonna shoot that open of a shot.
There were a lot
Watkins
of-
in transition. That's such a walk. No call. Right into Mike Slipko, gets it up and in. A missed call there by the officials, but Upper Dublin gonna take it as they pull ahead by 1 with under a minute to play in the first.
Yeah, you could tell all of Upper Merion's fans were just outraged by that.
In and out for Upper Merion. Corey LeDove out rebounded by Shepard. And now cross court, Jones thinking about a 3. Swinging it back around.
30 seconds left in the first half.
And they call a push against Corey LeDove. Shepard makes the first, knots it up at 19 with just under 30 seconds to play. Put it down. Put the wrapper down. Put it down. Shepard knocks them both down. Upper Merion pulls ahead by 1.
Upper Dublin really looking to take that last shot here. Trying to close out the first half with a
Delve with the
big
spin
point.
move into the lane, loses control, but saves it somehow. And then, what is happening right now? Inside,
Don't even know what's happening.
Foul called inside. What a sloppy possession, but it sends Corby Watkins to the line. So hopefully they can get some points out of that slot
I think that one play, everybody on the floor touched the ball at least once.
within a very short amount of time. Watkins knocks down the first.
That was nothing but net.
Mike Slifka coming out of the game now.
A little bit of a sub mishap there. Corey LeDove was looking to come out, but they really just wanted Mike Slifka to come out there.
There's Liam Roberts in the game. And Watkins knocks them both down. Puts Upper Dublin up by 1. 7 seconds left in the half. 3 ball on the way for Upper Merion off the mark. Tipped around. 1 second left. Watkins, it'll count if it goes. Off the mark. And that's going to do it for the first half. Upper Dublin going into the locker room. We have a tightly contested battle here at Upper Dublin. 21-20 in favor of the Flying Cardinals. We'll be back in a moment with the second half here from Upper Dublin right after this.
Oh boy, there are so many classes to choose from. I don't know which one to pick.
Do you want to know the best class to join this year?
Of course. I think I will join UDTV.
This is UDTV.
Welcome back into Flying Cardinal basketball here on UDTV. We're here for the start of the second half from Upper Dublin High School. Upper Dublin clinging on to a 1-point lead, 21-20 the score against the Upper Merion Vikings. Dom, sloppy first half for the Cardinals. What do they have to do in the second to come out on top?
Really just clean up their offense. A lot of miscommunications or just bad passes. And just a lot of missed opportunities. And defense just needs to tighten up.
Shot blocked there early, and they call a premature jump ball as Basil Brady rips it from the grasp of the Upper Merion player. But
He blew the whistle before Basil even ripped the ball out.
I
Or even had hands on the ball.
I agree. Now it's Upper Merion with possession of the basketball. Pull-up jumper from the elbow off the mark. Rebound pulled down by the shortest player on the court, Jason Williams, and the foul committed there by number 21, Dom Breezy. Just tried to swat it away from Jason Williams.
Yeah, just Upper Merion and Upper Dublin both have been struggling on shooting today. Just missed a whole bunch of missed opportunities. And those missed opportunities are missed points.
Jason Williams now for Upper Dublin. Watkins. Clammer with a deep three. Down it goes for Brian Clammer. That's NBA range right there. Great shot by the senior guard to draw first blood in the second half.
Yeah, he, in warm-ups before the second half, he was struggling a bit with his three. I was hesitating a bit there whenever he was shooting that, but man, he made that.
Corby Watkins tipped it out to Brian Clammer, running on the fast break. Left hand switches it to the right. Jelly, no glass needed, puts it in and puts Upper Dublin up 26-20, and an early timeout by Upper Merion, and that'll get you fired up.
That's a good sign for Upper Dublin.
30-second timeout for Upper Merion. We'll stay with you through it now. Upper Merion High School, it's not Upper Dublin, but it starts with Upper, and another commonality between the two schools is the girls' basketball head coach, Morgan Funston, is a Viking alum. He says all up and down the halls, he has his records on the walls for basketball and for soccer. I don't know if I believe it, but his father, Tony Funston, is the girls' volleyball coach, a very, very successful girls volleyball coach at that for 40-some years.
But he is not as successful since the girls' state championship last
That's
year.
not true, because Mr. Funston has never won a district championship,
That's
and
true.
the Vikings have won like 12.
But I'd take a state championship over a
Me
district
too.
championship.
He beat him to it, yeah. But Tony Funston helps a lot with the girls basketball coaching. His name's up there on the state championship banner at the very end of the coaches, because he's here every day helping out, but he just likes to stay behind the scenes on game day.
Speaking of the girls' basketball team, some of the starters for the girls' basketball team are here.
We don't even know,
right
you
in
know,
the student section.
Yeah, very nice to see the support of Cardinal basketball. Clark from three, and down it goes for Chris Clark from the corner. Upper Merion's first points of the half. 26-23 now, Upper Dublin leads. Upper Dublin just swinging it around, looking for a good shot, and that wasn't a good shot, nor was it a good pass.
Yeah, really forced that one there, and defense read it like a book.
Into the corner to Choi. Clark, 3-point from the top of the key, off the mark, and it's ripped down by Corby Watkins. Clammer with the outlet pass, and now Brian Clammer Clammer pulls it back out for Upper Dublin.
Yeah, if Upper Merion keeps struggling on shooting, I think Upper Dublin might pull away with the win tonight. Unless there's mistakes like that on offense.
Jason Williams playing good defense there. Into the corner, and Upper Merion swinging it around, looking for a good shot of their own. Inside to Clark, kicks it back out. Jones thought about a three, kicks it right back out to Shepard, and that's an air ball for number 24, Nick Shepard.
Wow. Yeah, no. He's lucky that he even hit the net.
Still an air ball, though.
Yeah. There was just no power behind that.
Jason Williams threading the needle to Brian Clammer. And now it's Watkins on the left side. Williams sizing up a three, but then tries to go inside to Basil Brady, but that's not a good decision, and because of that, Jason Williams is about to come out of the game.
Yeah, no, he's telegraphing his passes, and he's just trying to force it in tight spots, and Upper Merion's just getting easy steals.
Spoon move in the lane for Shepard and gets it up and in off the glass. And now Upper Merion on a 5-0 run. Basil Brady now out on the left side, and dribble handoff to Jason Williams. Clammer looking cross court to Watkins, who sized up a three, steps back and gets it right back to himself.
Yeah, Upper Dublin really just trying to look for an opening inside, and as I say that, he shoots a three, misses.
That Clammer three just short. And Shepard for the Vikings now.
Sound more uplifting.
Looking off the dribble, and now Shepard pump fake into the lane, kicks it out to the corner to Choi.
He had a good 5 feet and still missed that one. I mean, I think if he even took another second, he would have been good maybe 3 or 4 feet away still.
And Jason Williams throws away another pass, and he is going to have a long seat on the bench.
Yeah, just he's not doing as well as he was in the first half, but I think he just needs to get his head in the game and just score some points.
Shepard on the dribble. Screen from Choi. 3-ball on the way for Shepard, and that's short. Pull it off the glass from Watkins. Watkins running it with some pace, but now just looks back to dish it back out to his teammates.
Yeah, Upper Merion really struggling on the 3-ball. I don't think none of their shots have been long, and they've all been like they've all hit the very front of the rim.
And one, Corby Watkins. Just an athletic play. Didn't give up. Got to the cup, put it in, and now he has a chance at the 3-point play. Nobody knows. He's a hype beast. Yeah. Well, Dom, if you're going to mention my glasses, I'll talk about them on the air. I have no shame. You know, I was contemplating whether or not to wear the glasses inside, and they kind of hurt my eyes a little bit, but they also make everything a lot clearer, so it's a trade-off, and I think I'll get used to it in the long run. Watkins at the line, and cannot get 3 the old-fashioned way, just a 2. And they were all over Brian Clammer on that rebound, but no fouls. 3-ball on the way for Mike Slifka. That's off the mark. Micah Bootman, great reach to rip down that board, and second effort for Drew Stover, puts it right back up and in.
Yeah, he's got 6 points on the night, but man, Micah Bootman really reaching back for that one.
Using his athleticism, long wingspan. Oh, Corby Watkins just gets beat on that crossover. 3 from the corner for Upper Merion off the mark. Micah Bootman pulls that one down. He's running it for Upper Dublin. Bootman looking inside to Clammer, but Stover gets it right back off the deflection, and Stover puts it up and in.
Yeah, no, I would not. I'm expecting him to get on fire in the second half since there wasn't a lot of point production from him in the first.
Watkins reaching there. Coaches want Upper Dublin to get a stop here, get the momentum back with 2 minutes to play in the quarter. And they call a foul offensively as the shot was made but didn't count for Upper Merion. It's a foul against Chris Clark, who's really been all of their team tonight. Basil Brady into the game for Drew Stover.
Yeah, I don't know about that move. He may be tired, but he was really catching up with his point production there. But Upper Dublin on offense here.
Watkins now on the left wing for Upper Dublin. Slivka tried the dribble handoff to Watkins and gets it to him. Slivka thought about a three. Chris Monahan in his second year of coaching here at Upper Dublin High School. Looking to come up with a victory tonight, and that'll help. Mike Slivka getting one from the elbow with under a minute to play here in the third quarter.
Upper Dublin leading 38-25. It's still somewhat of a closer game than they won, but I think Upper Merion's struggles on offense really will help get them the W.
Rattled around there for Upper Merion, and they just couldn't get it to fall through the column. Brian Clammer running it up the left side for the Cardinals. Basil Brady off the dribble draws the double team, and now it's Slivka, dribble handoff to Watkins, left side, trying to get to the cup. Jump stop in the lane, and they call a walk against Corby Watkins.
Yeah, I know. After he saw that call, he said, yeah, that's fair. I mean, he even knew it was a walk there.
The coaches have other opinions. But it doesn't matter what they think. It ultimately only matters what the referees think. Dribble handoff, and Micah Bootman getting handsy. Bootman on the fast break, up and lays it in at the buzzer. And Upper Dublin goes into the fourth quarter with all the momentum, 36-25. Cardinals are in the lead. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back with the fourth and final quarter of Cardinal basketball right after this.
Take film.
And we're back for the start of the fourth quarter here from Upper Dublin High School. Upper Dublin with their largest lead of the game at 11. Looking to finish off the Upper Merion Vikings out of the PAC, the Pioneer Athletic Conference. I'm pretty sure they're in the PAC. My knowledge of conferences pretty much ends at the Suburban one. It's Clammer sizing up the defense to Watkins, who's caught in a corner but somehow dribbles out of it. Left hand baseline, gets it up and tries to bully it in, but Basil Brady rips down the board and pulls it back out for Upper Dublin. Tipped away by Upper Merion, and Upper Dublin, Micah Bootman into the lane. Circus shot, no. Watkins with the board, turning around, jumper.
Upper Merion with a way more of an aggressive start to the start of the quarter with an aggressive defense, and that came out of nowhere.
Corby Watkins put that one up and in. Rattled around the rim for a second, but it ended up falling. Clark off the dribble, left side, into the lane, no. Pulled down by Bootman. Great outlet pass to Watkins. Spin move in the lane, and they call a foul on the floor. That would have been pretty slick. Corby Watkins with a really smooth spin move. Just couldn't get a shot off before the foul. Oh, and they called on the shot. It looked like the official called it on the floor, but it's going to be 2 shots at the line for Corby Watkins, the senior. Only 2.
He's 3 for 3 on the line tonight. I mean, that's just easy points.
Watkins, one of 2 seniors on this team. Him and Brian Clammer, the lone seniors. Michael Slivka nearly with an interception there.
Well, having 2 seniors does mean there is some promise for the boys basketball program. It means they got a young team and they'll be good for a little bit.
Absolutely. Definitely a developmental program. They are certainly improving from last year.
How many wins did they have last year?
Like 3,
Yeah,
and they already have 7.
It was rough. I mean, already having 7 wins on the season this year is a great improvement from last year.
And just like that, we see why. Corby Watkins picks off the pass into Basil Brady. Good vision by Watkins, and Brady puts it up and in from close range, 41-25. Upper Dublin leads by 16, really starting to pull away with it. And they call a foul, and they count the shot there.
Yeah, no, there was definitely a walk there.
And just contact before the shot, but they call the shot good, and he goes to the line to shoot another.
Dublin's leading 41-27. Yeah, there's definitely some separation starting in the very beginning of the second half. Upper Dublin just really took control and really taken off from there.
Still a lot of basketball to be played, Dom. 6 minutes left in the game. It's Watkins now crossing over, going into the lane, laying it up and in, and they call a charge against Corby Watkins. That's a call that can really go either way, but Watkins called on the charge there, so don't count the bucket.
Man, he really elevated there.
Corby Watkins is really good, really, really athletic. He has bunnies, as the kids like to say. Oh, and big 3-ball for Upper Merion, and they're right back in it. Only 10-point deficit, but another outlet pass to Brian Clammer. Oh my goodness!
Yeah, no, Upper Merion's defense just collapsing. They can't deal with Upper Dublin's quick offense. I don't know what it is. They just can't get back fast enough.
That was beautiful by Brian Clammer. Great move, catching the outlet pass, spinning, and putting it up and in. Upper Dublin, you know, capitalizing on their layups. That's where they're getting most of their points, and there's nothing wrong with that. It may not be the most flashy way, but however, the only thing that matters is the final result of the game. Slivka running it now for Upper Dublin. Stops, gets to Watkins right in front of the non-existent student section.
Yeah, no, it's sad to see that there's 15 people here for a game. We really need that Cardinal pride to show up, just to support our sports team.
Watkins knocks down a long 2, which in my opinion is the worst shot in all of basketball. But good defense there by Basil Brady.
Merms, in your opinion, what would be the best shot?
Well, if you're going to, and see, just like that, Ty Jones knocks that one down. Basil Brady now being trapped in the backcourt. And they break, and Michael Slivka saves it somehow into Brian Clammer, and he gets mauled at the rim. Micah Bootman saves it in the corner now. Upper Dublin needs a bucket on this end, or else all the momentum is going to swing to Upper Merion.
Yeah, no, that was a dirty block and just good defense by Upper Merion. Upper Dublin was lucky to recover from that.
There's a lot of contact going on here, and no fouls. Watkins swarm, and they call a timeout, Upper Dublin.
And he just nonchalant spins the ball on his finger.
It's only a 30-second timeout. We'll be right back after this. Start it. Upper Dublin had to call a timeout there. Now Jason Williams back in the game. Gets the pass to Mike Slifka, nearly intercepted. 3 ball on the way for Brian Clammer, and just off the mark, Basil Brady rips it down for Upper Dublin. He's swarmed. Brady trying to shred the defense. That's such a walk, and the ref sees it. And the Upper Dublin bench is mad, but I got to agree on that. That was really a walk.
Yeah, no, that was a walk.
He took 4 steps. Ty Jones pulls up from 3, no. Batted around, and Basil Brady ultimately comes down with it. They call a foul against Nick Shepard on Upper Merion.
Yeah, I think that's going to be Upper Marion's forte for here on out in the game, just trying to foul as much as they can, trying to stop the clock. I mean, Upper Dublin's only up by 11 points. They're just trying to close down that minimal gap.
Corby Watkins coming out for a brief second. I don't know why, but I think he should go back in immediately, but we'll see. Jason Williams trying to beat the Upper Merion team up with speed, and Jason Williams just throws it away. Oh, it's deflected. Okay, Upper Dublin keeps it.
Yeah, I was about to say, I mean, he's struggling. I mean, if they're going to keep putting him in the game, it's not good to keep somebody who's not doing well in the game, just affecting the whole team.
Slifka looking to inbound it, gets it into Jason Williams, who pulls up for 3 off the mark. Micah Bootman gets it down, and a foul called against Upper Merion.
Upper Marion's coach is not very happy with the refs tonight. I mean, he's yelling, screaming from the bench, but I think the refs have been doing a pretty decent job.
Decent is the right word, I'd say. Brady working inside, no fouls, whistles are silent, and they call a foul against Basil Brady. Just trying to go for the ball, forced a jump, but it's a foul in the scorebook. I will say this, though. The refs may be decent, but they are not consistent at all.
Yeah, no, they've missed some travel calls and just other fouls, but they've also overcompensated with some of those travel calls. Especially going back to that jump ball they called back. And I think it was the second quarter. Basil Brady they blew the whistle before he even touched the ball.
Now they call a foul against Mike Slifka working inside. And Upper Merion now 1 foul away, or Upper Double 1 foul away from the bonus. That's Slifka's 4th.
Yeah, no, he's got to be safe here. I mean, he doesn't want to foul out of the game.
And he just fouled out. They called him on the push-off.
I don't even think he did anything there. Yeah, that is terrible. It's not even close. He just literally ran to go get the ball.
I don't know what's happening right now. Corby Watkins going back in the game.
And they got
They didn't tee up Coach Monahan, but I hear what Coach Monahan is saying. He's saying, don't let the Upper Merion bench officiate the game. And now Micah Bootman running in transition.
nice handles there by
met
Mike.
at the net by but Watkins finishes the job.
Yeah, I mean, he's just always there for the ball. He's there for the rebound and just puts it back in.
And see, that's the kind of stuff I don't get. Like, that's clearly a foul. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know how they called it a foul.
Yeah.
Apparently running for the ball, a loose ball is a foul now.
Yeah, definitely some questionable calls, but if it results in a win,
Yeah, no, after tonight's game, I think they just need to forget about tonight and learn
great
from their
pump.
mistakes.
Great pump fake by Basil Brady, running it the other way by himself, looking inside, and just tries to get it to Corby Watkins, but they call a kick against Upper Merion.
And Upper Marion's trying to ref from the bench again.
The whole Upper Merion bench, they should all get teed up.
That'd be a lot of tees.
And
I
then,
did in 5 seconds?
no, that was about 3.5.
Maybe 2.
Shepard looking to penetrate. Shepard and throws it away, throws it to the bench.
2 minutes and 12 seconds left. Upper Dublin in the lead with 47-34. Still a decently close game. Upper Merion really scratching for anything they can get at this point.
Yeah, they're down, but they're not out yet. They should be out, but they're not. Brady inbounding it. Gets it into Micah Bootman, who just uses his speed to get right up the floor. Bounces it to Corby Watkins, who somehow saves it. Wow. Oh my goodness, what a pass to Brian Clammer. Cross court. Micah Bootman off the pump fake, and now Upper Merion has it going the other way. They don't have numbers. Shepard takes it off the dribble, looking inside and around the rim, but no. Brady crosses over, and now Basil Brady running it the other way for Upper Dublin. Under 2 minutes to play in the contest. 13-point game.
Corby Watkins was wide open on that side of the court, and they just didn't even see him.
There are really no fouls being called. Jones picks off the pass. He's going the other way for Upper Merion and gets it up and in with the right hand.
Yeah, for him being somewhat of a smaller player, he's really producing tonight.
And Coach Monahan calls a timeout, full timeout. We'll step aside. We'll be back with the final minute, 16 seconds after this. Minute 16 left in the contest. Upper Dublin up by 11. Upper Merion not going down without a fight. Basil Brady gets it into Corey the Dove. Back to Basil Brady. Throws it up court to Watkins, and he's fouled by Nick Shepard.
Yeah, Upper Dublin really doing a good job to break Upper Merion's press there. Number 33 from Upper Merion complaining to the ref about something. Maybe a foul that could be called. Who knows?
It doesn't matter. Watkins goes to the line to shoot. Now it seems that the Bird Gang may have looked up the roster online. The Bird Gang may have looked up the roster online, maybe chirping some names, and now Watkins to the line to shoot. 1-1. Knocks down the first. Watkins with another one from the line. Off the mark, and it stays Upper Dublin basketball. Shepard tips it out. Next time this team will be in action is Tuesday night against Springfield High School. I believe they're on the road. Girls will be home.
Speaking of the girls' team, they absolutely demolished Wissahickon last night. With
Yeah, it was
a
ugly.
50-point win.
Wissahickon didn't get to 10 points until the fourth quarter.
Yeah, that's sad. That's awful.
Yeah, and they're at Hatboro. The boys are? Oh yeah, they're on the road both games this week. Boys are on the road at Springfield on Tuesday and at Hatboro Horsham on Friday. Bootman connects. And Bootman gets it in. Not the most. I almost just fell off the bleachers. That could have been ugly.
Good job,
Shepard
Mervs.
now at the top, trying to step back. Jones thinking three. Clark getting Watkins to bite. Corner three for Upper Merion. He knocks it down. That's number 13. Colin Bowman.
Merion really trying to fight back here, but I mean they're actually starting to score, so that's a good sign.
And great job there by Corby Watkins to keep that ball in bounds. I just broke my glasses case. Doesn't close properly now. Watkins, another 1-and-1 from the line. And rims out on the first. Just carry that. Come on! Oh my God, Hazard. Bowman can't make it, and they're trying to hack a Watkins, but they get away with the steal, and he pushes down Basil Brady. 3-ball on the way, no. Another big contact play, and a foul finally called against Chris Clark on Basil Brady. And with 25.9 seconds left, an 11-point comeback looks grim as the JV squad gets into the game. Now, controversial take here. David Lashner getting in the game now. Plays intramural basketball. It's typically frowned upon if you get any minutes on varsity. So we'll see what Bob Windheim, the commissioner, rules on that tomorrow.
Yeah, if you're playing varsity, I feel like there's a really unfair advantage if you're playing intramural.
He may void his eligibility. I don't know. He dropped like 20. And Brady at the line to shoot another one, and he connects on that one. Now Liam Roberts is going to come into the game for Basil Brady.
I remember a story Mike Ryan told me last year is that one game he played intramural, he scored 25 points, maybe 30 points, and they didn't allow him to play anymore.
It's too good. David Levin now getting some good varsity seconds. Clark for 3 off the mark, and they keep it inbounds. David Lashner gets him to jump, throws the outlet pass to David Levin, who tries to force up a shot after forcing contact, and it's going to be 2 shots regardless of whether it was on the floor or on the shot. And David Levin, the freshman, goes to the line to shoot 2. And David Lashner didn't exactly know where to go. A little nervous.
I think as a basketball player, you should know where to go on a free throw.
Yeah, that's true. Now there are 5. No, they don't need to. They can be.
It's not.
David Levin from the line, 2 shots here, and can't make the first. He has one more to notch. Probably not his first points, but could be his first points on varsity. And in and out. Rebound, David Lashner pulls it back out, takes him to the weight room. 3-ball on the way, and down it goes! What a shot!
That is one way to end a game.
And Amari, is he a freshman or a sophomore? Sophomore knocks it down at the buzzer, and the crowd's hyping him up. Final score from tonight's contest, 54-39 in favor of the Flying Cardinals. They'll be back in action on the road at Springfield on Tuesday night. On behalf of everyone here at Upper Dublin Broadcasting, I'm Brian Bermelstein, Tom Perry on color, Josh Asser right behind the camera. We will see you next time on UD TV.